I know what you've been asking, and you've been asking it for a while. What has Rain Dove and Rose McGowan been up to?
Never.
Ever since? Well, yeah, ever since the whole.
No, I didn't. That's a lie. You keep
ever
doing
since
this
the whole
thing where you put
Asia,
lies.
Ever since the whole Asia Argento thing. Well, don't worry, their career's skyrocketing. They just did an interview for Pink News.
The first time we met.
The first time we met.
So wait. What is Rain Dove? Is Rain Dove a dude or a chick originally? What's her factory settings?
I gotta go, dude. Right?
You dude, because the face looks dude, right?
She's got a face like that dude that died from Lazy Town.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. I'm going, dude.
What are the factory settings? Can someone check under the hood?
Somebody help us out here. It's Rain Dove. What did she start
Rain
off
came
as?
to my house the night before. Some big
And why does Rose McGowan look like Tank Girl now? What's happening?
Don't insult Lori Petty like that.
You're right. That's mean.
stories broke in the news, and I was shooting fireballs, as it were. I was gearing up for some battle, and not in a place to meet anybody. But
She
but
is
we did.
fucked up.
Is it pills? You think you're usually pretty good at this? You think it's pills?
Pills
and booze maybe at the same time?
Yeah, something with either pills and booze or like benzos or so. Because she's just like it's like this. It's oof.
And then we stayed in touch, and throughout
Oh wow, you're right.
the insanity of last year, and then
You know, one eye is like they're both eyes are kind of shut, but one eye is more shut than the other.
Yeah, like the left side of her face is asleep.
in London, and I asked Rain out.
No, because
Even Rain Dove is like, this is going to be a terrible.
Rain
segment.
Dove sounds like a girl though, and the hands look like girl hands. And boobs.
Maybe it's a girl then.
Yeah, they actually met.
No, Daniel, it's not Eminem. It's Rose McGowan, you idiot.
I told them that's so.
I don't see the Adam's apple. Do you? Somebody put
I think chick. I'm thinking chick. I'm thinking ugly chick. Nice unibrow, by the way. Jesus Christ.
I met them after the Barnes and Noble incident, and they
Rain
went
Dove looks like Ben Shapiro.
to meet with Stonewall in order to, heal with the community and get on that track and just kind of explain their position and where they were at. One person was just incredibly
She, remember that like one summer where swing music came back? She looks like she should be singing Zoot Suit Riot.
Brian Setzer.
Brian Setzer, there it is.
Brian Setzer Orchestra. She looks like she's starring as like. She looks like the fucking penguin from Gotham.
Yes, whatever that dude's
Robin
name.
Lord Taylor.
You're right. That's what she looks like.
condescending. At the same time, I was just really proud that this person was just sitting there taking this heat and taking these waves of fire from someone else, and yet they were so determined
That's chick voice.
to just make things right. That was when I knew that I loved them. I thought they're amazing. It takes a lot to be able to do that. It's not easy.
You know what's weird about that unibrow too is that it's actually more intense on one side than it is on the other.
Yeah, you're right. It's a very left-heavy unibrow.
It really is. It's very unusual.
Be able to just, to be able to face up to people who are angry with you, especially on such a large scale.
The first time we went on a date.
Oh my goodness.
I asked you to dinner, is that what?
You did.
Rain sent me a long explanation about relationships.
I
was
did.
Like, I'm
These two
asking
are dating?
Oh, yeah. Remember,
That's right, I
Rain
forgot.
Dove is
No,
the
I
one
forgot. You're
that
right.
blew up
Yeah, no, I
Asia
remember
Argento's spot.
I remember
This thing.
That's right.
you to dinner. It's okay.
I sent this huge thing about how communication is really important, and the difference between open relationships and not open. I went up on this whole tangent. I really wanted things to be. I was very consent PC. Yeah.
I wanted dinner and to hang out, so. I don't remember where we went to dinner though.
We went to that.
This new Charmed reboot looks fucking terrible.
I don't remember I don't remember
It's the
much
pills.
anymore on account of all the pills.
A place that you really like, the Italian place. Or it wasn't an
Rose McGowan looks like a blonde Pee Wee Herman.
Italian place. It was the place where you got your French onion soup and the.
Oh,
So wait, this whole interview is them talking about eating soup? What is this supposed to be about? pink news.
Yes,
And I showed up with a bottle of pink champagne.
that's right.
No, a rosé.
Oh,
And I teased you about it. I
Fucking
was like,
original. Jesus Christ. We're so tired. Like, you know what's funny, right? I hate going on dates. Like, I hate being a thoughtful guy, but even I'm better than these fucking lame fucks at coming up with an original date idea.
of course, Rose likes rosé.
It's not my fault. It's really good.
It is really good. I've grown an affinity for it since I've known you.
The first time we kissed.
It was gross.
It was disgusting for everybody involved.
Yeah, I'm sure it was gross.
Considering it was a rehab facility.
The first time we kissed, I remember I called TMZ like 30 minutes beforehand, so they'd be there to capture it, so we could get all kinds of like, you know.
Turns
press
out
and
this
stuff.
guy named Carl showed up.
What are you damn degenerates doing out here? Carl. By the way, the greatest Carl line was this weekend. He fucked with Bjorn. And Bjorn goes, I want to go to Harlem. And Carl just goes, what, you want to see a bunch of N-words? There's a bunch of N-words right there. And he just points at a family of black people. And when I say N-words, I mean a hard
R.
N. And I was like, bro, I remember, like, I had to do a double take. I'm like, what the fuck?
Carl shows up dressed as like Marilyn Manson.
He's so fucking such a loon, man.
Probably that night.
That's right. That's what Rain Dove looks like. She looks like Moon Man. Fucking long ass face.
That was very funny.
You know what she looks like? She looks like Crispin Glovin. She looks like Marty
Crispin
McFly's
Glover.
dad. Yeah, Crispin
Take
Glover,
your
sorry.
damn hands off her.
I write my stories.
Yeah,
The night of the restaurant.
I know. I'm like, it wasn't the first time meeting it.
No, I'm wrong. You know what Rain Dove looks like? Benny the Jet Rodriguez from Sandlot.
Actually, she also looks like Benny from Fallout New Vegas. For being fair.
Yeah.
You put a checkered coat on her.
Oh, fuck.
The game was rigged from the start, baby.
Justin goes Tranny McFly.
It was more profound than the first time kissing you because it was just like.
Also, somebody in the
your-
chat said Lyle McLaughlin. That's very funny.
Your mind is so amazing, but I really enjoy kissing you, so every time is amazing. So it's really hard to remember.
Now I'm thinking of them kissing. Ew!
Rose McGowan's like, I remember when we first met, I was so zonked out on heroin that I thought Rain was Harry Connick Jr. So I went to go suck her dick, and I was just like, where's his dick, Harry? And then we fell in love.
Harry Connick Jr.
And then I threw up on her lap. And then we fell in love.
Remember, like, the first kiss is supposed to be your most amazing kiss, but if you have like a lot of really amazing intimate moments with somebody, it's really hard to like pinpoint.
No.
I would say it would be that night though, yeah.
The first time we held hands.
Actually,
I love that I'm the one that asked the question.
I feel like I'm getting grilled. First time we held
Somebody
hands.
said this is Eminem's 10-year challenge. That's very funny. That's exactly what it looks like.
You know what this looks like? Eminem and Vanilla Ice meeting up now to make up.
No, Eminem, and who's the guy from Maroon 5, the singer?
Oh, yeah,
Levine.
yeah.
It's Adam Levine hanging out with Eminem.
Actually, I would say, ironically, even though it wasn't in a romantic way, the first time I ever held your hand.
Looks like fucking. Looks like you were saying earlier, Tank Girl hanging out with Mark Ronson.
Whatever it is.
And was when I met you at the Ivy, when you first came in to talk about what you can do for the LGBTQ community. It was a really hard day for you. Like, talking about it was really hard. And I remember holding your hand for a second and being like, it's going to be okay. But just holding your hand, I was like, oh. I did feel a little.
So you took advantage of somebody who was not in a clear state of mind. Who
Correct.
Was clearly grieving something, and you,
Right.
in a very predatory fashion, took advantage of that. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure that's what you're saying. Somebody came for counseling and support, and you held their hand and went, I could get a little piece of this.
Well, to be fair, she thought she was Jason Mraz, so that kind of really freaked her out.
Funny.
Hey, you're the guy who sang Remedy, right? I love that
I
song.
love the remedy. My remedy is heroin and cocaine. I love them.
The first time we experienced homophobia and transphobia as a couple, I would say Italy.
Yeah.
We
Italy.
were at a coffee shop and it was 7 in the morning, and these men.
And then it was in Italy, so they said, "No faggots in here, poppity poopity."
Salvini walked in and said, "Not in my country. You got to get out of here."
Go do that shit in France.
And surrounded our car, and it was really aggressive.
Wait. So a bunch of Italians surrounded your car and were aggressive because you guys were gay? I fucking doubt it.
But silent.
They didn't say anything, and we were in a cat. We went to a.
So they didn't say anything, but you knew it was aggressive. Could it be because they saw you were Rose McGowan, and maybe they were just wanting to look at you? Look, the silent bigotry was silent. They didn't say anything, but they knew it was because they were gay. They knew it.
cafe, and they just stared at us in the cafe first. You know,
And then followed out, and just, it was like this aggressive, I don't know how to describe it other than really threatening, but just, it was like this, watching these men just be so threatened with their masculinity.
This is all
It's all in here, stupid.
That's all in here, you fucking admitted kook. You've admitted you're a fucking kook, right?
It's in your head.
So why are you...
They didn't say anything. They were probably, you know what was happening? They were probably going, "Hey, Mario, is that Rose McGowan?" And then they probably went to go take a closer look to go, "Oh, yeah, that's Rose McGowan." That's what happened.
Is Rose McGowan making out with Crispin Glover?
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
how they wanted to know. What do you
Oh,
want?
somebody get the paparazzi.
By the way, which means Father Rossi in Italy.
Yeah, by the way, the people that were staring at you in Italy were probably North Africans or Muslims.
Yeah.
Going, who's allowing this degeneracy?
And to have this kind of weird silent rage, it kind of felt like,
Silent Rage.
That's
No, that's not the name of Tool's new
But
album.
again, that's you. That's you.
some apocalyptic thing, like with weird people standing by the car waiting to like eat you because they're zombies. But they were
Here's what happened with Rose McGowan. Tara Reid bit her and infected her with the Tara Reid disease.
Oh my God.
It's terrible.
poor
Which
thing.
is a Tara Reid disease, for those who don't know, is herpes. So in case you were curious what disease it was.
mean zombies. And that was the first time I really felt danger for loving who you love.
Jim Henwood. But guys, she's objectively not crazy.
She's admitted she's crazy. So
Yeah,
I mean,
she
that's-
has.
You know, come on.
Remember the video she made in the public toilet that she was coked out of her mind? Remember that one?
and before
Somebody goes, "Is this Rose McGowan and Milo?"
That's actually pretty funny. Very funny.
prior to that, I had asked them
And that's
several
not
times.
true. I believe Rain Dove actually still has a positive balance in her bank account. So
By the way, Eric Jonekiss, you don't have to type out the word like that. Just write the full word. We're not going to censor you. Nobody cares.
To go with me into the
You're
restaurant.
putting in a lot of work, bud. You can just type the word out. It's way easier.
yerp.
You're putting a lot of work in for no reason. Let me save you some time.
Because it is a touch and go situation. We've been really fortunate up until, I think I would say moderately recently, we had a couple of incidences
Oh, we
where,
got yelled at in the bathroom.
yeah, that
Yeah, but it was by Asia Argento. She came in and says, "I trusted you. I fucking trusted you."
We get yelled at in the bathroom because we're disgusting degenerates that think a bathroom is an appropriate place to show affection to each other.
Right. No, this was in the news recently. Rain Dove was screamed at in a bathroom by a mom who was in there, I believe, in there with.
That's funny.
Yeah, she was screamed at, for real. You know what she looks like? This is Ralph Macchio. She looks like Ralph Macchio. That we figured it out. She's Ralph. This is just a new trailer for the season 2 of Cobra Kai.
happens. I've never been with someone who's so good at putting up this shield. Like you just walk in and then nobody questions anything that happens in the restroom. It's amazing.
Nobody shook.
All right, Rain Dove was born female.
Ebon says, "I can't wait for the eventual domestic violence case."
Question anything that happens in the restroom.
They do, though. They do. It's intense.
And I've cried about it on your behalf. It's something that's
Yeah.
just that we don't really, people that are cis presenting don't really
Cis presenting.
realize it's an ordeal, and it seems like such a simple, basic right. It's just a constant reminder.
Is it?
It's really
Is it, or are
heartbreaking.
you just a mentally ill person? You know what's weird? I was talking about this today. Somebody yelled at me on Twitter and then blocked
Lesbian
me.
Tony Robbins. Sorry.
Some guy DM'd me and yelled at me on Twitter and immediately blocked me. And I guess he was talking shit about me, some fucking beta. But he's like a leftist guy. And like,
Vox calls them gammas, Mike.
even his own Twitter account was like, I'm an undesirable, identify as he, him. And it's like some fucking goob. And like, it got me to thinking, like, because somebody was like, oh, I know that guy. He's just, he's just a depressive, guy. And I'm like, whatever. I'm like, I am a depressive guy. Royce is depressed fuck.
Yeah.
We're all depressed fuck. I'm like, I carry the weight of existential dread, an entire decade of my life wasted, and all sorts of self-loathing. The difference is, I don't project that shit onto everything. Like, I have recognized what's wrong with me. I try to quarantine those parts of my brain and move on. Things need to be done.
By the way, the trick
while
is
you hate yourself.
the trick is with myself and with Mike. I would agree. Don't talk to us after the first hour that we're awake, because that's
Don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Am I right?
yeah. Because the the voices in the maniac's head.
You guys remind me a lot of my sons. Wow, you have sons?
No,
Not anymore.
God, fucking Roddy Piper was
So great.
so fucking great as the maniac.
I feel like he was, he really doesn't like you. He kept calling me the N-word,
N-word,
which I
yeah,
thought
it
was
was
weird.
weird.
But yeah, like, I just don't know. Like, you gotta carry that stuff while still doing good things and still not, like these people are all so miserable and they're so self-hating that they go, you fucking hate me, don't you? I make you fucking sick, don't I? And you're like, no. You know what? I know that your second biggest fear is that I make you sick to my stomach, but your biggest fear, Rose and Rain Dove and all you other fucking fruity booties and you trannies out there.
It's not, fruity booties is not the PC term,
Your
Mike.
biggest fear is that just maybe none of us care about you at all. That's what you fear. You fear the truth, which is that our lives are actually pretty awesome and go on to spite whatever you people try to do to us. And everything you project out of these guys, I could feel their fragile masculinity shattered before me. Could you? Because I'm sure they were just two guys going, hey, dude, look, some chick's making out with somebody who I think is also a chick. I don't know. Check it out, though. It's kind of weird,
pretty
right?
weird, yeah.
You understand? You leftists are just the most self-hating, miserable. I'm going to bring everybody down with me. And I just go, oh, yeah, no, I totally hate myself. But, hey, time to make the donuts, nigga. We got shit to do.
Exactly.
Got to move on. This is why we're impervious when people come in the chat. You're a fat alcoholic. You're a fucking loser. Absolutely. Very perceptive. And Godspeed to you. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Yeah, it doesn't really
It's
matter.
beautiful. Let it roll off your back. You know who the coolest nigga in Game of Thrones was? Tyrion Lannister. Because he would walk in the room and go, yeah, no, I know, I'm a midget. So anyway, arrest that man. Do this. Move this around.
He slapped the
and do what I
king.
say.
He slapped the king
Do
in the
whatever
face.
the fuck he wants. A midget smacked the king in the face twice.
Twice.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? We'll walk around and smack people in the face and not think, you think Tyrion Lannister, yeah, there's moments in the show where he's like, all right, I'm sad, I'm a midget. But for the most part, he's like, what's powerful, nigga? We got dragons, nigga, what?
What are you going to do?
Yeah. So, guys, don't be like them. Don't be like them. You want to go, if you're two dudes and you want to go make out at the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers game, do it. If people look at you, gives a fuck. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Nobody cares that you're making out. What we care about is when you go, huh? What do you think of that? We're two guys making out, huh? Does that shatter your fragile masculinity? And you're like, no, I was waving at the Peanuts guy.
Yeah.
Peanut guy.